But he probably did climb through that.
You're sort of orchestrating and being like, can we do that take again? You can get that better.
Try that a bit more energy.
Yeah. Fuck. Right, do you want to start on me?
You go.
Right, welcome back, guys. This is Blind in the Industry podcast. Today, what are we talking about?
We're talking about the cult of the producer. Like in the modern day, it's not just about the music or the artist. There's a whole thing around the whole producer thing. And the question is, do we hype producers too much? Do we put too much weight on the producer?
Yeah, or give them too much, I guess.
Credit.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah.
Fame. Do we give them too much fame?
Yeah.
For what they do?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think no. Personally,
I think no. And that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, thanks for watching,
guys for
guys.
listening.
No, I think today we want to talk about sort of like these big producers.
Yeah.
What they give and like sort of how the producer as a role has like changed over the years.
Yeah,
because like it has massively changed.
Massively, and I think just in that the way that producers are perceived and what they actually do is so different to 20 years ago.
Yeah, because I mean, I think from producer to producer, like your role can be so different. Like people are like strictly beat makers.
Yeah.
But then you could be like a studio producer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's changed. A producer, I think back in the day was like
more
in the studio, like recorded as well, did sort of everything. And
sort of put together. So there would have been more recorded elements that you're saying. Of orchestrated like session musicians more as a producer.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Do you think nowadays the way we have VSTs and like synths and Spitfire and stuff like that, do you think it's the analog version of that is sitting in a studio telling a session musician what to do?
No, because with the VSTs you're still playing it yourself.
Yeah, or samples, for example, like the way you drag a samples where you pick a session musician.
Yeah, maybe
interesting that telling them what to do.
Maybe like an AI VST is like the modern session, because you can say, pay me like a chord progression.
Ooh.
That's like, I don't know, it
G
just does it
major,
for you. Like a session musician would like come up with the chord.
And then tweak out, and then they play it, give them feedback. So
AI
that's
session
crazy.
musician. That's mad.
Yeah, so session musicians are...
it's not going to replace it.
Never, but and I think session musicians, you can always tell if it's a track where it's got a session musician or...
Oh, yeah.
Always.
What, or AI?
No.
Or like
a VST or like a sample.
Oh yeah, 100%. Although some of like the keys are
the
really
stuff that
nice.
you've done with Graft, that you've just made the beat, sick beat nonetheless. But
Yeah.
As opposed to when you get the session musicians in.
Yeah, true.
Big difference.
Yeah, swapping it out is.
But
like
I guess
huge.
It's stylistic, isn't it? Because some styles would sound weird if they had live instruments on it.
Yeah. Looping back to the producers in different roles. I think a good way to start this, because like obviously I don't think producers are overhyped, and I think we should get all the flowers that we deserve.
I think producers should get 75 and the artists should get 25.
You might struggle with that. 50-50 always.
50-50 always, yeah.
I think unless there's more producers and like...
I think the artistic team should get 50 and the production team should get 50.
Yes,
so
this is what I was going to say.
You split the 50 up between the teams.
I was going to say, like, depending on how many producers there are or how many other people are involved.
And the labels get nothing.
Yeah, perfect. No.
Perfect try.
Labels
have the
Spotify get nothing.
Yeah,
Spotify take everything.
Yeah, true.
But I was gonna say, so like you've got producers like this could be the only sort of curveball to the do we overhype producers. There's one name that springs to mind, Rick Rubin.
Yeah,
because
he's not really a producer necessarily.
He calls himself.
No. So he is a producer, but he's more there. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's more there to sort of be like the grandfather at the back of the room that gives you all, like, says, oh, do this, and he gives some minor tweaks, but all these minor tweaks come together to make the song more perfect.
But like okay, but he's been behind so many huge records,
so many,
but like it's so hard because like when most people think producer, like you couldn't, like it'd be so hard to build a career that Rick Rubin has, because like people, no one wants to pay you.
But this is the thing, I don't really know, because I don't know his career too well.
Yeah,
but he probably did climb through that. He probably got to a stage.
Have you not seen that like viral clip of him like saying like, I don't have any music theory ability. I have
not seen
zero technical ability. Like, I barely know how to use the software.
then,
and I was like, whoa.
But what he does is quite impressive.
No, I think he's more like
he's like a polisher.
He's more of like a therapist for the artist, right? Yeah. And like I think he has a great ear as well. Is like what I've heard.
He knows what's gonna be.
Yeah,
right.
he knows what sounds great, and he knows how to like not squeeze, but like get the best out of an artist, maybe. Yeah. So that was my only like curveball to the
because that's like a studio. That's what you would talk about as a producer back in the day, and I've been in that producer role where I've not actually made the beat, but I'm recording a band. Yeah, and so I guess a band and a beat producer is a different thing. You're
sort of orchestrating and being like, can we do that? Take again. You can get that better.
Try that a bit more energy. Stuff like that.
I think that's super important. Like, obviously making the beat is one thing, but like being in the studio and being like, you can do that better. Like, you can do that again. Like, sort of taking charge is really important. As a producer,
big time.
Yeah,
I think so. But I think what's cool about producers and what I think we don't overhype them. Yeah, is I would not be here and you wouldn't be there if it weren't for certain producers.
Yeah, 100%.
Because people have different things that they want to go into. Yeah. People have different preferences. People have different likes and dislikes. And I know that if I listen to, like, if I listen to like an artist talk about an instrumental that I liked, they've not made it, I don't really care. But if I hear the producer talk about it, I'm like, that's so interesting.
Yeah, true.
And I think as a producer, it's easier to get caught up in that. Well, I think the producer should be getting more, right? More credit, more flowers. Yeah. I know. I'm circling around something, but it's like,
no, I hear you. Because like a producer does a lot in like the sort of record making. I don't know, like they have a lot of input compared to. I mean, it depends on the
project.
It depends on the project, but like the producer's a massive part of it in terms of like the sound and like I don't know.
But I think there are certain producers that sort of defined an era almost. Like, you've got the likes of like Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
huge.
Yeah.
He produced like
Thriller.
all the Michael,
he did
Thriller, Michael Jackson
stuff like that.
Insane.
So Quincy, obviously, everyone regards him as like Mount Rushmore producers. Really.
Yeah. I mean,
but that's a different style of producer than say like Mustard. Yeah. Like DJ Mustard.
Yeah, true.
Because DJ Mustard defined an era as well. He's got that sound, that Roddy Ricch, that.
But like this is what we were saying about the role of producer has changed a lot.
So much.
Because like now you have like a huge inspiration of mine actually was Flume. Yeah. Who is like a producer but / artist, which you never used to have. There was never producer artists. But like these producers are like, it's their music and they have these features come on, but like they are the face of it.
And that they sort of started
like
didn't
Fred
they?
Again, he's another one that's like he's a producer but like huge.
And I think
name.
I think it's cool though. I think it's really cool.
I love it.
And it actually opens up more jobs for artists as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you don't have to only work your own music. You can get on a Fred Again song.
Yeah.
And gain 1 million followers like that.
Yeah, and also for the producer side of stuff, it's sort of like if you want to like you don't sing but you produce and you sort of want that fame side of stuff.
Exactly.
There's like you can like that's possible.
Because truthfully, it's when you're working on a record with an artist. Yeah. And you're making an instrumental for an artist and you're working on it through the artist, and then you've put in equal, if not more, effort than they have. Yeah. And they get all the credit. It's tough.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. Some people like I am quite happy. Like I don't care about. Yeah. I like having my credit, but I don't want to be like the famous big name behind it. But like, obviously, want the credit. Like
for sure.
Like love to shout out, "This is my work," but like, I don't want to be like an artist.
Whereas I'd quite like to be an artist.
Yeah, that's the difference, and it's possible either way.
Because when I grew up through school, I was sort of performing. I was playing guitar and stuff. Yeah. And I like the feeling of performing. So I'm a DJ as well now. I've done some cool gigs recently, and like. It's nice when I get to play one of my own tracks.
Yeah, for sure.
That no one else has ever heard, but I throw it in the middle.
No, I do know what you mean. It's nice, that feeling.
Yeah. It's nice to call something yours, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Like just yours.
Yeah. I think that's really where it comes down to.
Yeah, true.
Then you've got the other producers that probably most people listening to this podcast don't know because it's a niche, but like the dance music scene. They've got some really crazy producers in it.
Yeah, see, I don't know that sort of realm.
If you look down that house, you've got I've got a list of shout outs coming now. You got Josh Baker, make some crazy stuff, define the baseline. You got Chris Stussy, who's crazy, define the baseline. Like, you got Alicia, who just does her own thing and she's sick. But then you go down Speed Garage and you've got some really cool people. Like Interplanetary Criminal.
Yeah, sick. I've seen him.
Crazy.
So good.
I've seen him a few times.
Really?
Crazy.
Oh, I'm seeing him soon. I bought tickets to Up Your Archives.
Oh, Warehouse Project.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He's on the lineup. Bakey, like all those.
That'll be sick. But
it's
yeah,
gonna be
so
really
those
cool.
sort of producers, they all sort of do their own thing. But it's so weird having the term producer because you've got Quincy Jones.
Yeah, and then
Interplanetary Criminal.
It couldn't be further apart.
But
it's great.
It works. And it's
so
cool.
good.
And then you've got the likes of Pharrell Williams.
Yeah.
Who is
just, Neptunes.
He's apparently he's got that thing. It's called, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like his senses are different. Like he can hear.
Oh, is it like the colours thing?
The colours thing, yeah.
Yeah, where you.
Where some people can like smell a number or something. I don't know how it works, but he's apparently.
I think it's like certain. Oh, what is it? Like red, you hear it.
Yeah.
Like it's a certain. Oh, I don't know.
So
I know what you mean.
Well, what I'm trying to get out there is, I think it's interesting that he has this cool superpower.
Yeah.
That makes him understand music differently to the normal person.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I think is really cool. And have you ever seen that video of him in a college class?
Oh.
And this girl.
Yes.
Right?
I saw that.
She's blown up now.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry I forgot your name.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Amazing.
I've watched that countless times, that video. I know exactly the one you mean.
What's cool about that video is allegedly, TikTok comments are my source on this one.
Right.
But they both had that thing where they sense differently. So
yeah,
that's
I wish
why
we
there was a
knew
weird.
what this was called.
Yeah, there's a few. Hopefully I'll come back to it.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Like you got Pharrell Williams, for example, with the Neptunes, but then he does that stuff, and then he's done like Despicable Me songs.
Yeah.
He's done everything.
Everything I like. The older I've got, like the more I've like appreciate productions and stuff, and like listening to his stuff, it's always just sounds so good.
So who would you say your biggest influence to not with your producing now, not with your now, but to get through to production? Who
I already mentioned him. Flume was my initial like catalyst of like I just loved. I was like never heard that sort of like crazy synthesized, but still like human. That's what I love about it. It's super like off the grid.
Yeah,
but, like it's these crazy synth sounds, which
Flume's
it's nothing
cool.
like I make now. But like when I heard that, I was like, I want to do that. Like I just loved it, and like. He should get his flowers.
Flume should.
He's not done a lot.
I wish not done much recently, has he?
He's been a bit quiet.
He did that competition that was quite cool.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
Did you ever submit anything for it?
I think I submitted something.
I started and then I got humbled.
Yeah.
By the sound or whatever it was he gave was just crazy.
Oh yeah, he gave some mad sample for that. I was gonna say though, back to Pharrell. You reminded me. I thought you were gonna say it, but the like producer tags. Now, since we're on the topic of producers. I was like, who's got the best producer tag? And like when you said when you were talking about Pharrell, that was the first thing.
Can you call it a producer tag? It's just a 4K.
Yeah.
Nah, it's cool though.
It's so cool.
It's so cool.
Because like every time, it's so good.
Well,
I'm
guessing you've heard that Kendrick song, that Not Like Us, that new one.
Yeah.
That Mustard on the Beat.
That's the crazy thing. Like people don't realize, but like producer tags become like part of the track.
Yeah.
Like when you think of that song, you can just hear that, and like people don't understand. Like consumers don't actually know that that's a producer's tag.
Do you remember that Bobby Shmurda song that I can't say the title, nor would I want to?
Yeah.
John the Beats, holla at me. That's the first line of the song.
Yeah. It's such a good way of getting your mark out there. Who's got the best though? Who's your favorite? Who's my favorite? Who's yours? Because I'm trying to think. You've just sprung this on me. Sorry, it's just a little side topic. I think Pharrell is like, who else is there? Does Metro, Metro
Boom, some more.
Yeah. That one's sick.
Metro!
Yeah.
Maybe all of his are the best.
Metro's, like, when you hear that, you're like, oh, this is going to be a hit.
Yeah.
This is going to be sick. Like, I don't know who else there is.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here? I mean,
there's so many that are countless. When did
that's Jamie Foxx saying that?
Yeah. Wasn't it taken from a
show or a movie or something?
There's like, I think that's that, but like the start of it, the Yo Pierre, you want to come out here? That's like isn't it from?
It's from a show or something.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I might be wrong.
I don't know, but I can tell you the scene. It's a guy in a restaurant, the blind guy,
Oh, is
and
it?
he goes,
we
flew a chef directly from France. Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here? That's what it's from.
That's sick.
We get the lore of producer tags in this podcast. If you're missing anything else. So the best might be Pharrell.
I just like the dun 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 dun, and it just kicks in. It's just so good.
Like on fronting as well.
It just hits, and then it comes in. But like no one else can use that.
They do though.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm stealing it.
I've used it.
Have you?
A 4 count. Yeah, you can't copyright a 4 count.
Yeah, true.
You can try. You can try. But,
True.
There's got to be better.
I love how subtle that is, because I've never wanted a producer tag on my stuff, but like I love how that's like a musical producer tag.
Yeah, but then you got some UK tags that are cool.
Okay.
Like, do you know Nems?
Yeah.
His producer is Zell.
Right.
Yeah, Zell. He goes, Zell, this shit crazy.
Oh, okay.
And it's cold. It's cold.
Yeah.
I think there's some corny producer tags though.
Yeah, there are, but like I think when did that like come about? Was it does Timbaland have a producer tag?
Probably. But then you've got stop playing with him, Riot.
Oh yeah.
Cold.
Yeah, there's so
many, but
there's so many.
I'm a fan. Tell us in the comments if you'd like or dislike producer tags. Personally, I'm a fan.
I'm a fan just because like it gives the producer like an extra way of putting like their stamp on something, like this is mine. And
also contributing to the song.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I think it's really cool.
Anyway, that was like my little side quest.
Whoa, Kenny.
Oh yeah,
Kenny Beats is one of both of our favorite producers ever.
Who did that? That was
Zach Fox. No, it wasn't.
I think. Oh, I should know this.
We should know this. Sorry, Kenny, and Zach Fox. If it wasn't you.
Damn, I can see the like project cover. Anyway, that's a sick one.
Denzel Curry.
Nah, it wasn't Denzel. Maybe it was. I'm not gonna remember that.
Yeah, but that song and that Ski Mask song.
Yeah, it's sick.
Oh,
so good.
Kenny Beats, my top 3 favorite producers ever.
Same.
Who are your top 3?
Top 3.
Not best. I'm not saying best. Top 3 favorite.
That's hard.
Mount Rushmore producers.
Oh,
4
man.
producers.
What, like my inspirations are just who I think have contributed? That's so hard.
Your favorite, your Mount Rushmore. If you were to have a Mount Rushmore in your bedroom studio, you don't have a bedroom studio anymore. Lucky you.
Got a studio now.
Upgraded. But yeah, if you were to have a Mount Rushmore in your studio,
you can't put me on the spot like this. I have no idea.
I think I got it.
You go. You take it.
Oh, I just keep thinking of more producer tags though.
You started. Kenny Beats was on there. You said
Kenny Beats is on my Mount Rushmore.
Where is he?
What? Where? No, that's not how Mount Rushmore works.
Oh,
it's just 4 in general.
Oh, it's ranking. Not like
you
didn't rank. No. Oh,
Kenny Beats, Kanye West.
Okay.
Like just because of his controversy in recent years.
Yeah.
People forget how talented he was as a producer.
Yeah, the sampling's insane.
And what I think doesn't get its credit enough is how much harder that was before modern technology.
True.
Like.
Yeah, just
that's crazy.
And
also the barrier to entry. Like Kanye West didn't grow up rich.
Yeah.
How did he get into that?
Yeah, it's true.
Watch the documentary.
I have.
Great. It's so good.
I've watched it.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's a good documentary.
So yeah, I've got Kenny Beats. I've got Kanye West.
Yeah.
I've got DJ Mustard.
Okay. Really?
And I've got Metro Boomin.
Oh, that's good. Metro's a good one.
That's my 4, and I know that's quite a weird mix.
I'd put.
And I'm not saying these 4 are better than Quincy Jones.
I could put 3 on there.
Or go on
for mine. I do Flume just because he was like huge for me. I do Kenny.
Whoa, Kenny.
I'm gonna like remember one and be like, how could I not?
I know we're missing out so many producers here. We know this.
Can my Mount
so many.
Rushmore be like 100 producers?
No, it can be 4. It can be 4.
I'm gonna say 4 and then like remember some. Yeah. I'm also gonna put. Wait, who did I say? I want. I don't know. I'm gonna put Kate Trinada on there as well.
Ooh, left field. I like it.
I just love his stuff, and that's it. I don't know a 4th one for now.
You don't need a 4th one.
Not for now. I'm sticking with 3 for now.
That's crazy.
I can't think. No, I need a 4th, but there's too many to pick.
Okay.
I'll come back to that. I'll come back to it.
But like, I think there's some, like I was saying before, there's producers that define an era.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I'm not gonna get the right year because I'm terrible remembering years.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Take Keith.
Oh, okay.
Take Keith. That's another producer tag.
Yeah,
Take Keith.
Yeah.
I can't say the rest of the tag really, but but then you go, this is the thing. It's so hard to define a producer. We're just talking about this whole cult of a producer thing.
I don't think like I like that. It's like a looser thing now, to be honest.
Because we're disrespecting some big producers here by not talking about them.
We're bound to miss people out.
But you got to shout out like, Madlib.
Oh, see, this is why I didn't want to do my four.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, how could I forget these?
Dr. Dre.
Oh, crazy.
He's probably on my Mount Rushmore actually, but I'm not going back to that. But Dr. Dre, I had Beats when I was like 12 that I bought off my brother.
Yeah.
Because he got Beats when he was like 8.
Yeah.
Or no, when I was like 8. Dr. Dre, that West Coast sound is just
it's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
But yes, but I think it's so interesting how not knowing the backstory between songs, like the artist and the producer, like,
for sure.
Who actually defined the era? Was it the producer or was it the artist? Like, did Tay Keith do it or did Drake do it and tell Tay Keith to do it? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
It's interesting.
I think it's like definitely a collaborative thing
for sure.
Of like both minds and both styles like coming together, because not like producing has changed a lot and like the sound has changed, but also like artist wise and vocals wise the sound has changed massively as well. So it's kind of hard to say defining an era, but like there's definitely some standout names for each.
It's I think what's really cool is whatever this cult of a producer thing has allowed a new sort of dynamic duo to happen between the artist and the producer.
I've just thought of
go on
defining an era. Jay Dilla,
that's the name. I was waiting for you to say it after Madlib.
I was like, how could I forget?
Jay Dilla, you know what I mean? It's like there's all these people, and I think it's so cool that if you're an audiophile, if you're a music fanatic, there's a producer that you're gonna be interested in.
100%.
It's like if you like pop music, you got Benny Blanco. Who's so talented at what he does.
He's insane.
He's funny. He's just written everything.
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't realize he does like all the Justin Bieber stuff.
Yeah. He's so talented.
Yeah, he is. He's
not my
talented.
style. Used to be. I used to really like him when I was younger.
Yeah.
When I was at 14. But just cool guy.
Yeah, for
cool
sure.
music. So if you like pop music, you got like Benny Blanco.
Yeah.
If you like boom bap, you got like Kenny Beats, like Dilla, all those.
Jay Dilla, huge inspiration.
Like all of those, and then if you like sort of dance music, you got popular dance music, you got Fred again, there's another underground dance music, because talking about the cult of the producer, with the producers wanting to make their own thing and it be their intellectual property. That's what DJing really is, isn't it? You make your own song and then it's yours and you get to go and play it to people.
Yeah, for sure.
It's such an interesting
You just reminded me, I guess another another subcategory of producers is like YouTube producers. Like
Ocean,
I was gonna say like massive inspiration
Devon
for me
Terrell.
as well. Yeah, like huge. Like
would we be here if it wasn't for YouTube?
I was gonna say
that.
Like obviously those are like the hit makers are huge inspiration, but also like the amount of YouTube videos I've watched and been like, oh, they do it like this, to like really know how stuff is made. That was like, you got to give them the flowers as well. The YouTube producers,
big time, and they make cool stuff.
They make really cool stuff. All their projects. You got like the Count, who's like, he blew up from like, I guess his Instagram stuff.
Just cool videos.
I saw him on there and I was like, who is this guy?
But when you see the Count, you've almost got to follow him. And you know what? You see what's funny about the Count is there's probably someone before him that did what he does, but you see everyone becoming his sons. Do you know what I mean? Like even us. So when we're on Instagram and TikTok, we post little beats that we make. I shouldn't say little beats. That makes it sound hard. we post like short little
music
beats that we make from a top down angle, and that's Count.
Did he do that as well? I'm not sure where that came from.
Well, no, it's just what people do.
I guess it's what people do.
But no, it's really interesting though, is the whole. So do you think that producers are almost getting too big for their boots?
Nah, I don't think so. Let them have their let them have their fun. Let them do their thing.
But when mastering engineers try to, no, they're
that's
not
the
allowed.
thing.
No, I'm kidding. It's okay. I don't hate mastering engineers. I promise you.
It's a recurring theme.
It's a recurring theme.
All the mastering engineers not watching.
All three of them.
All three. I guess. I mean, you were saying that, but like, you don't see. Actually, you do. So the producers have like become this bigger name, but you see
Mixing
it with mixing engineers now.
Like Jason Joshua.
Like that was never a thing, was it?
Jason Joshua, Jocelyn Francis.
Yeah.
There's people.
Yeah.
Again, we're not gonna get into this because we're just gonna disrespect people. Because the more names you say and then miss someone out,
but like
the worse it is.
There's a lot of mixing engineers now that like have also taken that sort of role.
Yeah, which
of like being more in the public eye. I love it.
Yeah,
like the mix with the masters stuff. I think is great for like access.
I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
It's cool.
But I think it's cool. There's so many producers that have got their own personal branding now.
Yeah,
that you can just follow a producer like an artist.
Yeah, you can.
And I think that's really cool.
And even a mix engineer.
I was gonna say, because you can just like someone's personality and just want to support them for that. If nothing else.
All those like the Twitch streams and stuff that like the mixing engineers do, that like 4 hours of mixing.
Yeah.
Who's again don't know the name, but those YouTubers like the Flicko and the CLA woos that do like the Kenny Beat cut downs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know them, right?
Yeah.
That's how I watched all of Kenny Beat's stuff.
Really?
That's how I got into him, because they would just like take his stuff, like repost it, and then they do the same for like the.
And then they get I think they started just doing that for Kenny, and then he hired them.
I think Kenny. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Flicko.
Yeah, Flicko.
Yeah, Flicko.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenny like actually got him to do it properly.
So good.
But yeah,
I love that. But I think we should. Time has just gone off. Yeah. But I think that's a good point to wrap anyway.
Yeah, we'll wrap that.
So I guess in the comment,
we've missed one thing.
Go on.
What's your plugin of the week?
My plugin of the week. It's a really good question. That's a really good
plugin of the week.
So it's a great question actually, because I've been doing a lot this week, but I've not really been pushing the boat out with the plugins.
Okay. Well, it can be. It doesn't have to be a new one. It can be one that's been there forever. It can be a stock plugin if you want.
Plugin of the week. It can't be a VST, or can it this week?
It can. Yeah.
I can't do I've done Polymax.
You can't do Polymax.
I love. I
don't think you actually
Polymax.
did it as your plugin of the week.
Well, I've not used it this week, so that feels like a cop out.
Yeah, true. No, but it's plugin of the week. Yeah, I guess you have to be using it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Halftime.
Ooh, that's a great shout out.
Not for its main purpose.
Oh.
So Halftime's got these parameters on it. So it's got mix as well. But if you keep it on whatever the standard timing is,
yeah.
But then on the left, it's pre-delay or something like that. It's a time-based knob.
Oh, I didn't. What, at the bottom left?
Bottom left. It's a time-based knob.
You got the frequency one on the right.
Yeah,
that's like the frequency cut off.
On the left, it's something I can't remember what it is.
Okay.
But if you go back, if you dial it back, there's a bit called that. It goes to FX.
Okay.
And there's so much creative stuff you can do with Halftime.
Really?
So I posted a beat on my last thing, and I used it a little bit because it makes it like almost stutter.
Oh, okay.
But
which bit of that beat? What did you put
the main
on?
Sample.
Oh, crazy!
When it drops.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Man, I just use Halftime for like.
It's sick when you do that, but there's so many different things you can do with it. It's worth checking out.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
What's your plugin of the week?
Plugin of the week for me is. I think I'll go with. I'm gonna go with Timeless.
Timeless.
Yeah.
If you don't know, that's a Fab Filter delay.
Such a good.
Halftime's by Cable Guys. Fab Filter delay.
Yeah.
What are you using it on?
I have been loving it for vocals, but for like creative,
like throws.
Not even like. Well, I'll use it for that, but like, I'll like just have like these super crazy. I love the presets in it.
It's got
there's
cool
some like
presets.
There's some like I don't know what category it's under, but it's like FX category, and there's just like cycling through some of them. You can get some crazy like vocal effects for like either like doubles or like ad libs to just love like that. Throw stuff like left and right.
I love that.
But yeah, that's mine.
Yeah, I'm still looking for a good stereo widener. I've got one,
and I've never used another one. So for me, it's good. I've
been using the stereo widener on Black Box.
There's a widener?
We spoke about this in another podcast.
Did we?
Yeah.
My memory.
What,
like it just widens?
Yeah.
I can't remember this.
Crazy. Crazy. That's all for this week, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate the listen. Like, follow, subscribe, comment. Let us know how much you hate us. What's our Instagram?
Our Instagram, blind.audio.
What's our TikTok?
Blind.audio.
Yeah, so follow us on both. We really appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we got
Have a nice week, guys.
In a bit.